Hi everyone, and welcome to Idea Generation 5. Now, this is the fifth presentation in a series of 7 presentations, just exploring how to develop a business idea and how to research a business idea. If you haven't watched Idea Generation 1, 2, 3, and 4, I would encourage you to go back and watch those slides first before you watch this presentation. Because what we are going to discuss in this presentation is a follow through or leading on from those previous presentations. Now, in this presentation, we're going to continue researching the business idea that we identified in Idea Generation 4. Some of the questions you have to ask yourself is, what is the value proposition that you're offering with your business idea? What solution am I offering? What problem am I solving? What value am I delivering to the customer? Which one of my customers' problems am I helping to solve? Which customer needs am I satisfying? And what bundles of products and services am I offering to each customer segment? We did discuss customer segmentation in Idea Generation 4. You also need to ask yourself, what are you selling? So do you know what the basic version of your product is? And do you know what the add-ons are? Why would a customer come to you and not go to your competitors? What will make you different from others? Are you focusing on good quality? Are you focusing on low price? Are you focusing on reliability, differentiation, convenience, service, and so forth? So for example, if you look at convenience, one of the examples that I gave him in my previous slides was, for instance, if you decide to buy bread and sell bread, and you're selling the bread early in the morning before the tuck shops open and the other shops open, enabling people to get fresh bread to prepare sandwiches for school and sandwiches for work before they leave. So what you're offering them is the convenience of bread at their doorsteps, delivered to their doors, fresh every morning. Why must I attend your exercising class and not go to the gym? Why must I use Uber or Bolt when there are meter taxis available? Now, if you look at the Uber or Bolt concept, there were meter taxis available when they came onto the market. There were the taxis that were available, those small minibuses that were available when they came onto the market, in the South African market, but they still did very well. What was it that they were selling? They were not selling transport. They're not selling being moved from point A to point B. They were selling convenience. Being able to just to go and send a message and someone comes to your doorstep, they pick you up from your doorstep and they take you wherever you're going. If you look at meter taxis, for instance, those you only find them in specific areas. So they would be in popular areas. You wouldn't find one at your doorstep. And that's the differentiating factor. So were they offering transport or were they offering convenience? I would say they were offering more convenience because transport was still readily available. It was also comfort. So in terms of the minibuses or the taxis, you would find them in your area or in your neighborhood. But if you don't want to get on that taxi with a lot of people, the Uber or the Bolt is a good option for you. And also, sometimes you don't get the taxis, so it could be late at night and there are no more taxis going around. Uber and Bolt again would also offer you the convenience of offering you transport when there's no transport available. The other question that you need to ask yourself, or what you also need to look at, is the channel. A channel is a way in which a company communicates to the customers. How does your business communicate to its customers? You need to know your customers. Where are they? And how will I reach them? Once you know your customers, then you know how to reach them. Through which channels do your customer segments want to be reached? Now, for example, if you're selling products that are consumed mainly by the young people, maybe let's look at the teenagers, social media would be the best way to market or to reach your customers because they're not to always be on social media. If you're going to be selling a product that's going to target women who go to church, for instance, then you can put posters up at different churches because they will go to church and they'll see the posters there. That's more targeted, and you are sure that you're going to reach whoever it is that you need to reach, and the cost as well can be minimalized. So by knowing who your customers and which channel to use to reach them, it helps you first of all to be successful. Because there's no point in putting an advert, for example, for school children in a magazine that the school children won't even buy. If you put posters up at a school, then the school children will see whatever it is that you're trying to say to them. And also, it's actually affordable, or it will be cheaper for you as a business, and you'll get value for your money. Remember, we talked about getting value for money. So you will also get value for your money if you use the channel that will easily reach your customers. How do other suppliers or service providers currently reach the market? How best can you reach your customers? Some car service companies hand out brochures at traffic lights. So the thinking there is, I'm driving my car and I get a brochure with a service plan. If my car is due for service, I'm most likely to go and look at the brochure, call the company, and book my car in for service. Which channels are more cost efficient? How are we integrating our channels with customer routines? So we have to integrate your channels with customer routines. There is no point of using a channel that a customer won't even look at and they won't even see. So for example, yes, you are going to market your products to children, school children. But now, what is the routine for school children? They've got school holidays and there are times when they're at school. If you go and put your poster up at a school when there's children on holiday, obviously they're not going to reach them. So you have to also integrate your channel with the customer routine. Another concept you need to look at when you're researching a business idea is customer relationships. Now, this means this is how you're going to engage with your customers to improve the customer experience. How will I access these customers? You need to ask yourself, how will I retain them? So, for example, if you take a car to a car wash, some car washes would say, after 3 paid car washes, you get a free car wash or maybe 50% off your fourth car wash. That's a way of building a relationship with the customer, and that's a way of also retaining the customer. And some of them, some businesses would say they would interact with their customers and then they would take their details. So they'll take their date of birth, for instance, create a database. Every time they've got a new product, they can email the database, or when it's your birthday, they can offer you a free massage or a discount for one of their products. That way, they're keeping the relationship or building a relationship with their customers. So how are you going to get your customers? How are you going to keep your customers? And how are you going to grow your customers? How are your customers integrating with the rest of the business models? How costly are they? So you also need to look at how much it's going to cost you to maintain these customer relationships. All that you do in the business must also be affordable, but there must be value for money. So the returns that you're going to get from running your business must be worth using this method of maintaining customer relationships. So please apply these questions to the idea that you've generated. And as we go through the slides, in our next presentation, we're going to continue evaluating the business ideas. Thank you.